Do you often find yourself in arguments with your partner? If so, you're not alone. Arguments are a part of every relationship. But what if there was a way to navigate these choppy waters with a little more grace? Well, that's precisely what we're going to explore today. We're going to dive into the art of communication, which is the bedrock of any healthy relationship. We'll explore the importance of understanding, empathizing, and most importantly, listening to your partner. And to help us do that, we've got 10 expert tips lined up for you. These tips are drawn from the wisdom of relationship experts and psychologists who have helped countless couples transform their relationships. We'll be discussing everything from active listening and effective communication to handling conflict constructively and seeking professional help when needed. So, if you're ready to transform your relationship and turn those arguments into productive discussions, then stay tuned as we delve into these expert tips on how to avoid arguments with your partner. Tip number 1, practice active listening. Now, what does it mean to actively listen? It's not just about hearing the words your partner is saying. It's about being fully present, engaging with their thoughts and feelings, and responding in a way that shows you truly understand them. It's about acknowledging their emotions, validating their experiences, and showing empathy. Active listening can be a powerful tool to avoid misunderstandings. It allows you to get to the heart of what your partner is trying to communicate, giving you the opportunity to respond appropriately. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing, it's about understanding. The benefits of active listening in a relationship are immense. It can strengthen your bond, build trust, and foster better communication. It can make your partner feel valued, heard, and understood. So, the next time you're in a conversation with your partner, remember to listen, not just hear. Remember, understanding your partner starts with listening. Tip number 2, communicate effectively. Now, this might sound like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how often we miss the mark on this one. Clear and open communication is the backbone of any healthy relationship. It's the bridge that connects two hearts, two minds, two souls. But how do we do it? How do we communicate effectively? Well, it starts with expressing your feelings in a non-confrontational way. Instead of saying, "You always do this," try saying, "I feel upset when this happens." This shift in language takes the blame out of the conversation and opens up a space for understanding and empathy. Remember, it's not about winning an argument or proving a point. It's about understanding each other and finding a middle ground. So don't hold back. Speak your mind, express your feelings, but do it with love, respect, and understanding. Clear communication is key in any relationship. Tip number 3, handle conflict constructively. We all know that disagreements are part and parcel of any relationship. But how we deal with these conflicts can either make or break the bond. It's crucial to approach disagreements with a calm and open mind rather than viewing them as battles to be won. Let's not forget that it's not about who's right or wrong, but about understanding each other's point of view. When a conflict arises, instead of resorting to heated arguments, try to express your feelings and concerns in a respectful manner. Listen to your partner's perspective without interruption, and then discuss possible solutions. Avoid using hurtful words or bringing up past issues. Remember, the goal here is to resolve the issue, not to score points. And remember, it's okay to take a break if things get too heated. Come back to the discussion when both of you are calm and ready to talk. Resolving conflicts constructively brings you closer as a couple. Tip number 4, show respect and empathy. Respect is not just about manners or adhering to social norms. It's about acknowledging your partner's feelings, thoughts, and experiences. It's about validating their emotions, even if you don't fully understand them. And empathy? It's the ability to put yourself in your partner's shoes, to feel what they're feeling. When you show respect and empathy, you create a safe space for open and honest communication. You encourage your partner to express themselves without fear of judgment or dismissal. This can significantly reduce misunderstandings and consequently arguments. Remember, no two people are the same. We all have our unique perspectives and experiences. By showing respect and empathy, you acknowledge these differences and create an environment of understanding and acceptance. Instead of arguing over who's right or wrong, you start working together towards a common understanding. Respect and empathy are bridges to understanding. Tip number 5, avoid the blame game. You know, it's easy to point fingers when things go south. It's that classic he said, she said scenario, where both parties are more focused on proving their innocence rather than resolving the issue at hand. But let's face it, blame is a dead-end street. It doesn't solve the problem, but instead, it often escalates it, leading to unnecessary arguments and hurt feelings. Now imagine a different approach. Imagine taking responsibility for your actions, even when it's tough. This doesn't mean you have to shoulder all the blame, but rather, it's about acknowledging your part in the situation. It's about saying, yes, I could have done this differently. This approach opens the door for constructive conversation and problem-solving without the harmful, blame-filled banter. So, let's strive to eliminate blame from our dialogues and focus on resolution instead. After all, we're on the same team, right? Avoiding blame leads to better problem-solving. Tip number 6, practice patience. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we often forget the power of patience. Yet it's one of the most crucial virtues to cultivate, especially in a relationship. Why so, you may ask? Well, patience allows us to pause, to take a step back from the heat of the moment. It gives us the breathing room to understand our partner's point of view, to empathize with their feelings, and to respond rather than react. Patience isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about managing them in a way that fosters understanding and communication, rather than fostering arguments. It's about giving your partner the space they need, and respecting their timeline to process and respond. Remember, it's not a race, but a journey you're on together. Patience, dear friends, is the slow-release capsule that can keep the peace in your relationship. Patience is a virtue that can save your relationship. Tip number 7, understand your partner's perspective. Now this is a game changer. It's about stepping outside your own viewpoint and seeing things from your partner's shoes. Every individual perceives the world in their unique way. Their thoughts, feelings, and reactions are shaped by their personal experiences and beliefs. When you make an effort to understand your partner's perspective, you're not just acknowledging their right to have their own view, you're also showing that you respect them. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say or do. It simply means you're willing to listen and comprehend their thoughts and feelings. Imagine the difference it can make. Instead of arguing over who's right or wrong, you'd be discussing why you each feel the way you do. It's a shift from confrontation to conversation, from conflict to connection, and that's a powerful tool in avoiding arguments. Understanding your partner's perspective fosters harmony. Tip number 8, agree to disagree. You see, in every relationship, disagreements will inevitably occur. We are, after all, unique individuals with our own set of beliefs, values, and perspectives. But here's the key. It's not about always reaching a consensus, but rather, acknowledging and respecting these differences. Imagine two artists looking at the same canvas, each with a different vision. They don't need to paint the same picture to appreciate the art. Similarly, agreeing to disagree means accepting that your partner's viewpoint may differ from yours, and that's perfectly okay. This approach can be a powerful tool in avoiding unnecessary arguments. Instead of insisting on being right, focus on understanding. Remember, it's not a competition but a conversation. The beauty of relationships lies in their diversity, in the vibrant mix of ideas and experiences. So, when disagreements arise, embrace them as opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. Agreeing to disagree keeps the peace. Tip number 9, take timeouts. Just like in a sports game, sometimes you need a break in the heat of a discussion. If you feel an argument brewing, it's okay to press the pause button. Taking a timeout can help you both cool down, gather your thoughts, and approach the issue with a clear and calm mind. It provides an opportunity to reflect on what's really important, helping you avoid getting caught up in the heat of the moment. Remember, a timeout isn't an excuse to avoid the conversation, rather it's a tool to prevent unnecessary arguments. You can always come back to the discussion when you're both ready, with a fresh perspective and renewed patience. So the next time you sense a storm brewing, don't be afraid to call a timeout. It can help you navigate through rough waters and maintain a harmonious environment. Timeouts can be a lifeline for your relationship. Tip number 10, seek professional help. Sometimes, even with the best intentions and efforts, arguments may persist or escalate. It's not a sign of weakness. Instead, it's a wise move to seek professional help during these times. Therapists or counselors trained in relationship dynamics can provide a neutral ground for open discussions. They can help identify underlying issues which might be fueling the disagreements. Maybe it's a communication gap, or perhaps unaddressed past hurts are surfacing as arguments. A professional can guide you through these complexities with ease. Moreover, therapists offer valuable tools and techniques to manage conflicts. They can teach you how to communicate your feelings without triggering a fight, or how to respond when things heat up. These skills can significantly reduce the frequency and intensity of arguments, leading to a more peaceful coexistence. Remember, seeking professional help is about creating a healthier, happier relationship. Professional help can provide new perspectives and tools. Let's recap our 10 expert tips to avoid arguments with your partner. First, Practicing active listening is key to understanding your partner's point of view. Second, effective communication lays the foundation for a healthy relationship. Third, constructive conflict handling can turn disagreements into opportunities for growth. Fourth, respect and empathy can create an environment of mutual understanding. Fifth, avoiding the blame game can prevent unnecessary resentment. Sixth, patience can help you navigate through difficult conversations. Seventh, understanding your partner's perspective can bring you closer as a couple. Eighth, agreeing to disagree can save you from endless arguments. Ninth, taking timeouts can prevent heated confrontations. And 10th, seeking professional help can provide valuable insights into your relationship dynamics. Remember, every couple argues, but it's how you argue that makes the difference. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Brainy Lab. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Thank you for watching.